US forces seize an Iranian cargo ship and drones relentlessly chase American warships. With 2 days left until the ceasefire ends, the US and Iran are laying all their cards on the table at sea. The fragile 2-week ceasefire agreement has already become a dead letter. On April 19th, the USS Spruance, guided a missile destroyer, fired multiple shots at an Iranian cargo ship tusked in the Gulf of Oman. Naval guns blew directly through the engine room. US Marines immediately boarded and seized control of the massive 274-meter container ship. Central Command data reveals that since the naval blockade began, 25 commercial vessels were forced to turn back in just the past 36 hours. 35 ships, leaving the Strait of Hormuz, abruptly reversed course. The US claims it is simply enforcing a blockade to maintain freedom of navigation. But Trump's true calculation is much darker. For 6 days, the US military fired no shots, patiently waiting for a massive, highly visible target. The targeted ship hadn't even approached Hormuz yet. It was intercepted in the Arabian Sea to establish high seas law enforcement as a permanent fact. They wanted this done before negotiations resumed. However, Iran's counterattack was far faster and more brutal than Trump ever anticipated. Iranian armed forces confirmed a US attack and immediately launched multiple combat drones to strike the American warships in retaliation. The Revolutionary Guard Navy rapidly arrived at the scene. Under intense tactical pressure from drone swarms, the US military was forced to retreat. Tasnim News revealed US soldiers boarded the deck to paralyze the ship's navigation. Iran officially labeled this act as blatant maritime piracy. Simultaneously during this standoff, a giant Iranian-flagged oil tanker successfully broke through the US blockade and entered Iranian waters. Tehran's message is crystal clear: you seize one of our ships, and we will violently break through with another. But this wasn't their most ruthless move. Exactly as US warships opened fire, the IRGC Navy announced the establishment of a brand new, official shipping lane in the Strait of Hormuz, named the Larak Corridor. Iran's national security chairman openly declared that America must strictly accept this new order in the Strait. Furthermore, Iranian lawmakers revealed they are drafting comprehensive laws to manage Hormuz, banning all rail-linked and hostile cargo entirely. Nations that caused losses to Iran cannot pass before paying massive compensation. This is not mere diplomatic rhetoric. Tehran is using legislation to turn the toll booth into undeniable legal fact. While the US uses cannons, Iran writes the rules. Trump was clearly agitated by this aggressive combo. He announced a US delegation would fly to Islamabad for a second round of negotiations, issuing a severe ultimatum. If Iran refuses, the United States will systematically destroy every Iranian power plant and bridge. But Iran gave Washington zero chance to perform. That same day, they officially announced their absolute refusal to attend the talks, citing excessive US demands, erratic stances, and the ongoing naval blockade. The temporary ceasefire expires on the morning of April 22nd. The IRGC Navy is now on extreme high alert, openly stating they are fully prepared for the devastating flames of war to reignite. If combat resumes, Iran vows to completely abandon all previous restraint, the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, and toward Saudi Aramco facilities, meaning Iran's lethal Red Sea card could be played at any second. With both major straits locked down, the global economy faces catastrophe, a dual paralysis of global energy and supply chains. From seizing ships to drones chasing warships and drawing new sea lanes, Iranians used just one single day to turn America's aggressive naval blockade into a state of complete strategic passivity. With only 2 days left before the ceasefire officially shatters, the geopolitical chessboard is completely collapsing around Washington. The United States is rapidly running out of time, and Trump's remaining tactical cards seem to be completely exhausted.